Basically, maintenance inspection and service can be broken down into 4 categories: visual inspection, contact inspection and replacement, manual operation checks, and electrical inspections. We will cover each of these subjects in the following videotape. Before performing the maintenance inspection, you should become familiar with the general construction of DS and DSL. Both have many common features, but they vary in size and detail, depending on the rating and original order specification, or modification after manufacture. Each DS and DSL circuit breaker consists of a breaker frame, stored energy mechanism, 3 arc chutes and interface barriers, 3 sets of contacts, an Abtector solid-state trip system, and control components with their associated wiring. DSL breakers have current limiters or fuses to extend their interrupting rating to 200,000 amps. Chutes are the most important components of the circuit breaker in opening up short-circuit current. The V-shaped slots in the arc chutes will undergo slow erosion with arc interruptions. Switching operations will give them a pitted, mottled, and sooty appearance. This is normal. Heavy fault interruptions will cause greater arc erosion. If the steel splitter plates have more than 1/4 inch of material eroded away at the top of the V-shaped slots, the arc chutes should be replaced. This can be determined by comparing a plate near the center with a plate near the end. The insulating barriers should also be examined for any damage. These barriers help prevent ionized gas produced during arc interruption from causing a short-circuit path between breaker components and should be replaced if they show signs of damage. Next, remove the finger clusters and examine them for physical damage. Abnormalities such as discoloration or pitting should not be found on any of the contact mating surfaces of the primary or secondary finger clusters, or on the grounding contact. A close examination of the arcing and main contacts should also be performed at this time. We will review some of these measurements here as they apply specifically to the DS206 frame breaker. In general, any contact surface eroded more than 30/1000 of an inch for any reason should be replaced. We know from the instruction manual that our DS206 breaker should have a 42/100 of an inch clearance, plus or minus 8/100, between the stationary arcing contacts and each pole piece with the breaker open, and 55/100 of an inch with the breaker closed. A practical way to estimate this gap is to probe it using the straight shank of a 7/16 inch twist drill. Excessive erosion on the arcing contacts would cause this dimension to become too large. This completes all the dimensional checks with the breaker open. However, there are other dimensional checks which must be performed with the breaker closed.